that you're going to be continuing to challenge yourselves into new ways of expressing faith. I think this is, got a good feel.
Well, this is what it is. You were saying about challenge, and that's the thing. What you preached about this morning is like that's the constant thing too. Like, I love that that line. I'm trying to keep it as a quote for me to keep going over. God's got better than the best you've got for expectation. So it's right. But your expectations are certain things, and that really challenged me because I have my expectations, and I'm like, oh right, yeah, for goodness sake, your expectations, they're not his expectations. Because I've got a friend who's just candidated for the diaconate.
Okay.
Has been knocked back. No, don't worry about it. Yeah. So it's like really sad because he just retired. He's just retired. The day before he retired, got knocked back. Going like, do you know what? But I've been saying to him, it's funny, isn't it, how we can say to our friends certain things, our Christian friends, certain things about what God wants, looking for God in their life, and then you go, actually, and then all of a sudden, smack back at you, mate.
It's true.
Yeah.
Mention to your friend, I got this advice. I quit the church every 3 days. That's a normal thing for anybody who works in the church.
Yeah.
If his calling is something that is real to his heart, it doesn't really matter how it manifests itself. And this knock that he's taken, I don't know anybody who's made it into the church who doesn't feel knocked back with, in church leadership, with a certain regularity.
Yeah.
I'll keep him in my prayers and hope that things flourish for him in the way God wants.
He's a personal friend of, we've all known him for years, but I've just said to him, listen, mate, because I've been praying for him and certain things that I'm listening to, coming from the pulpit and reading in the Bible and hearing through, going like, I just had the feeling that it was going to be a knockback. And I said, but service in the diaconates, the ball and the towel, like, you carry that ball and the towel with you every day. You don't have to have a uniform to have a ball and a towel.
That's right.
I'm reminded, listening to you then, about a secular song. You guys will remember it, perhaps you two, maybe not. And one of the lyrics is, and like a rubber ball, I'll come bouncing back to you.
Yeah.
And so often I think, for myself, that I think most of us, with regard to our faith and our relationship with God and Christ, we've got to be a bit like a rubber ball. We fall away, we drop down, and then something happens. It could be anything, but it's probably God inspired, and we bounce back again. Knock me down, I bounce back again. Knock me down, I'm going to bounce back again. And I think that's what God wants us to be like. He understands. The rock we can go through, and we get the KB. Is it, or the K? Have I got that right? Knock back? Yeah, KB, knock back. But he wants us to come back. Knock back, come back. Knock me back, I'm coming back. Knock me back, I'm coming back.
Well, what boring old traditional language? John Wesley dealt with this a lot.
Sorry?
John Wesley dealt with this idea a lot, just using a different language. And he imagined life being a bit like climbing up a hill that's real steep and it's hard. And like in England, what do you guys call it? Scree. That's on the the scree on the slope. Yeah. And so you're climbing up the hill. You're trying to get to the pinnacle, but you slide back, and you keep doing it. And it might be for you something different than it would be for me that would cause you to slide back. But the job of the people of faith is to help each other. Pick each other up again.
That's it. It's community. That's one of the things I wish you'd said. It's community.
Well, you did.
Yeah, did I? I hope I did, because that's what it is about. Yeah. I don't believe Jesus to be a Christian on your own. You cannot be a Christian in isolation. That's my my opinion, I don't know whether, you know, and I'd stand up for that,
Yeah.
you know, and be counted going like, no, you can't be a Christian. You can't go and lock yourself in a cave and be a fully functioning Christian.
That's why you got to put yourself about.
You know what though?
Plenty of people have done it
I
already.
know, exactly, yeah. I know plenty of people have done it, and
inspired
really,
other
yeah,
people by
inspired
doing
it,
it.
yeah.
You've
But
inspired
that's,
others by doing it.
Let me give you a hard time again, because it's
Go on
just
then.
that was the image of the sermon.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
sometimes that caves the church for folks, and that
Yeah.
doesn't. I'm not telling them not to come to church.
yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
I agree with you fully,
yeah,
but you have to empty the cave. You've got to
Yeah.
get out there.
yeah,
and,
that's
and then
right,
you
that's, yeah,
come back to where shelter and protection is
Yeah.
healthy and good. A
Yeah.
cave has its purpose,
yeah,
but you've got to get out
Yeah.
there. And what it is that God wants for us is to, I hope, share the story of not just what we found in a place like this, but how we inspire others to come and explore what their needs are. And keep working at it, guys. I think it's great what you're doing here. Really
Thank you.
thankful for the time that you've given me for this, but more thankful that I met you a few months ago and see that things are going well. So, thank you.
we will.
Thank you very much.
I'm around. If there are any questions, anything that I can help with. I've known Ian, by the way. I was really happy to see that he came into. Yeah, well, Wally Range. When I was at the universities, I'd get asked to preach. Wally Range, his church.